Hello, everybody. Hi there. Shall we get our tech on? Just hanging in there, waiting for some friends, and we are going to get started. Hi, Lucas. Hi, Aziz. We're just waiting for some of our friends to join us on Instagram and on Facebook, and then we're going to get started. Are you ready? Sorry, it's Anas. Hello, Anas. Sorry, it's very difficult to keep track of the handle names and who is behind the name. It's really nice to meet you, Anas. Okay, let's see who's joining us. All right, guys, so today we are going to be looking at the vocabulary for, what is this? What are all these things here? Any ideas? What's the word we are looking for? We are using it all the time, guys. Anas, I think I know who you are, but I can't tell from your picture if I'm right. I know many Anas. All right, so what are these things, guys? What are these things? And I'm using it right now. Hi, Abdullah. Abdullah, give me the word. What are all these things? What are we looking at? So these are things under the umbrella of technology. My talk today is about technology, and I'm going to be looking at the vocabulary that we use for technology. Now, why did I decide to do this? Well, because information technology is a huge field. There are tons of jobs related to this. And as we speak, a huge number of people are using technology to learn, to work, to study, and it has literally exploded, partially because of the situation that our planet is in, but it has been growing. Hello, Ihab. It has been growing over the last couple of years. So with this explosion of technology, it has come to my attention how many people cannot speak about technology efficiently, effectively, and confidently in English. Hi, Oliveira. Hello, Hilson. Hilson, how's it? So you can see that I've got it all hanging on me. Guys, our lives are absolutely saturated with technology, and sometimes, to be honest, sometimes I feel almost strangled by it, right? Because it's everywhere. It's every part of our life, and you want to get away from it, but actually now in this moment in life we can't. We actually have to embrace it, and it's not easy if you are not a native speaker of English to talk about this if you don't have the correct vocabulary. It's actually not easy for native speakers as well. All right. So hello Manuel, what my aim is for this particular talk is not to get technical. I'm not getting technical with you guys. I'm going to use typical information technology vocabulary that you should know and you should be able to use in everyday discussions or talks about technology. And the thing is that we use it every day. You have ample opportunities to talk about it. And this is exceptionally important, by the way, if you are going to take IELTS or you're studying to do the IELTS exam, because technology is a hot topic. You're almost guaranteed to get a question, whether it is in your writing or in your speaking, about technology. So it is worth your while. So whether you are studying for an IELTS exam or whether you're just like me and you have to use technology to your advantage, you need to know the vocabulary. So I'm going to answer 3 very typical questions that you could be asked by anybody about technology, right? I'm then going to answer it slowly, as I would naturally. And I'd like to see if you can pick up any of the words that are related to technology in the answers. Okay, so question number 1. Do you use technology? Answer. Well, a computer buff is not what I would describe myself as, but over the years, I've learned to get as techie as I need. I don't particularly go out of my way to get digitally smarter, but I know what is necessary. Let me repeat that. Do you use technology? Well, a computer buff is not how I would describe myself, but over the years, I've learned to get as techie as needed. And although I don't particularly go out of my way to get digitally smarter, I know enough to get by. All right, so there were 3 phrases. Hi, Farzad. There were 3 phrases in that answer that are related to technology. The first one is computer buff. Computer buff. That means a person who is really knowledgeable about technology. The second one is a techie. T-E-C-H-I-E. A techie is a noun, and it refers to a person who knows a reasonable amount of technology, a techie. And the last one was a phrase, digitally smarter. Computer buff, techie, and digitally smarter. If you're not writing this down, you can go back to the video. It will be recorded, and you can get these vocabulary words afterwards. Question number 2. What sort of technology do you use regularly? What sort of technology do you use regularly? Well, actually, now that I think about it, quite a lot, actually. Let me show you. You don't think so, but actually, I use quite a lot. I have a laptop and a smartphone, and both are very vital to my job. I rely heavily on the internet connectivity, like Wi-Fi. I also use a number of tools like video conferencing, the cloud, Google Drive, email, word processing. I download many podcasts and audio readers, for example. The list never ends, basically. Hi, Jama. Hello. So the list really doesn't end. On my smartphone, I avail myself to a number of important apps and social media. But these are mostly for my own personal interests and use. Not many of them are for work, for example. I also surf the web, and I research on YouTube, mostly for my lessons, for lesson materials and ideas and images, etc. And I usually do it on my smartphone because it's easier than opening up my laptop, and I can do it from anywhere. I can go in my garden and I can check that out. So it's just easier. Other than that, I don't have many gadgets that I use regularly. Like the one that I use regularly is my charger. Okay, this is a power bank. But other than that, I don't really have tons of gadgets. Oh, hang on a second. I have a TV box, which converts a regular TV into a smart TV. So overall, I don't have anything high spec, just regular operating systems. Okay, so there was a lot of vocabulary in there, right? So let me go back quickly and repeat the vocab. Let me tell you the vocab that was in there. So the first one would be laptop and smartphone, and I'm pretty sure you got that. Then we have connectivity, Wi-Fi, video conferencing, the cloud, Google Drive, email, word processing, podcasts, audio readers, surfing the web or browsing the internet. You could use both. Surfing the web is a little more colloquial. Both are really. Gadgets, for example, this is a gadget, and this is also a gadget. All right. So you can have many gadgets. You could, like an iPod. Hi guys. Hello everybody who's just joined. Smart TV, high spec. So high spec are devices that have the latest applications and have really big memory and I'm not going to get technical because I promised you I wouldn't, but I can't actually get too technical. And operating systems. So that would be, for example, your Microsofts and your Windows, etc. All right. So a ton of vocabulary just there. And the last question, guys, is how important is technology? Well, it was pretty important up until recently, but I reckon now it has become indispensable. Without access to connectivity, even a simple hotspot, one is left completely in the dark. I'm sure you would agree. One has to be online nowadays for almost everything. I must say that I'm a little envious of digital natives because they seem to have it all figured out. But the rest of us, not digital natives, are slowly catching up. So it's really important for us. Okay, so the vocabulary in this answer was access to connectivity, hotspots, to be online, and digital natives. Who are digital natives? Digital natives are people who are born in the digital age. Therefore, not me. All right, so these are young individuals who are very, very proficient in the use of technology because they were born into it. We call them digital natives. All right. I once upon a time was a technophobe, and to a certain degree, I kind of am, which means I fear it sometimes because I don't know much about it, and it seems very complicated. And it sometimes is complicated, so that we call ourselves technophobes. So there's a ton of vocabulary, guys, right there. Like I promised you, the vocabulary is not intended to be technical. It is the vocabulary that, or the phrases and the words that are considered necessary for everybody that is using technology. Abdullah asks, do you think we can live without them? The short answer, Abdullah, is no. I don't think we can. Even if one lives on a farm in the middle of nowhere, we need technology to for basic functions. And considering the planet at the moment and what we are all doing to just get by, I think it is safe to say that living without technology would be pretty hard. That's the short answer, okay? So, guys, it's really essential that you're able to aptly use this vocabulary when you're talking about technology. And yes, maybe you're not going to have a conversation about it now or tomorrow or the next day, but if you are online for work or for study, chances are that very soon you're going to have either a spoken or written conversation about the technology that you're using. I just consider, for example, with some of my students that struggle to get connected to Zoom or LearnCube or whatever platform we are using for the lesson, or downloading or getting a link, and they don't know how to do it, and they can't ask how to do it. They don't know how to explain the problem that they are having. Just there, right there, just getting connected. All right. So being able to have those micro conversations with people that you're working with or collaborating with is really important. So I challenge you, this is a challenge, I challenge you to write these 3 questions, the answers to the 3 questions that I asked, and then write your answers in the description box under the video in the comments for this video, using as many of these phrases as possible. So the questions are, do you use technology? What technology are you currently using? And how important is technology? How important is technology? So what technology are you currently using? How important is technology? And do you use technology? I know that it seems like a funny question to ask because everyone does, but the point is I would like you to try and answer them using your own life experience and some of the words and phrases that you learned today. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe if you haven't, and write your answers in the comment box. It'll be very, very cool to see what you write. And if you write your comment, I will be sure to respond to that. All right. So with that, guys, don't let technology strangle you like sometimes I think it wants to do to me, but try to embrace it and use it to your advantage and get yourself prepared and confident to speak about it. All right, guys. Tomorrow is a public holiday in South Africa, and I think in many countries of the world it is Workers' Day. So I will see you again on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe, and I will see you then. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.